Well, it's a great pleasure for me to be here and to have the opportunity to update you on the summation of many great accomplishments over the last year. And those great accomplishments would not be possible without our faculty and, of course, our students and staff and our leadership and our community supporters. So this is a celebration of what we all have been able to accomplish together. And I think as you see at one time these accomplishments, you will be profoundly grateful, as am I. This is our inaugural faculty convocation, and to me it's very exciting that September is Faculty Celebration Month. We will continue this tradition into the future. We've had a tremendous year, and we have even more promise for 2017. And indeed, we are breaking new ground in all aspects of our mission. And our mission is broader than any other university in the state of Alabama, probably as broader than most any other institution. And that is because we strive to educate the next generation of leaders, thoughtful, socially responsible leaders. We do research to discover new knowledge to change the world, to change the future. We provide world-class patient care in our academic medical center and our clinics and centers across the state. And we provide tremendous service to our community, and we are striving more and more to have a positive economic impact and to promote economic development. Our campus is becoming more beautiful than ever, and I'll give you some highlights shortly. This fall, we welcomed the largest freshman class ever, just over 2,000 new freshmen, and 500 of those are in our Honors College. So they're a talented, committed, bright group of young people. Our overall enrollment is going to be the highest we've ever had, slightly over 19,500 this year. And it is exciting to have their energy here, and indeed, I enjoy being in the Hill Student Center here as often as I can because it's teeming with our bright young students. We created a new inaugural freshman convocation where most of those 2,000 gathered in Bartow Arena, and it was electrifying. Next year, if you weren't here this year, you should go. It will encourage you and make you excited about the coming semester. We're working hard to use our scholarships to provide opportunity for our students. And we are providing more opportunity this year than we ever have. And thankfully, our enrollment management team have put in place a new software system called Be Smart, which really allows us to optimize the use of the scholarships across all of our schools and departments. We now have a team of 5 regional admission recruiters. First time we've had that. Bradley Barnes is doing a great job as our Vice Provost for Enrollment Management, and he says greater things are yet to come. We also moved to a common admission application, and it was interesting. One of my colleagues, I asked how their daughter was. She said, well, she's been accepted to UAB for next year. I said, when did she put her application in? They said the first week in August. By the 3rd week in August, she was accepted and knows where she'll be next fall. And we have a new Dragon Wagon, a new campus bus tour, which is decorated, and there was a competition, and one of our art students won that competition. I took a tour with some of our leaders recently, and it was a lot of fun and very enlightening. It gives a great view of this beautiful campus that's evolving. Our N2 UAB and joint admissions programs are thriving. 120 students, international students, joined us just a couple of weeks ago to begin this collaborative venture that we have with N2, an international organization that supports international study. Our joint admissions program expanded with Jeff State. The Dean of Admissions at Jeff State is a UAB alumnus, and I was glad to meet him when we had a communication event. And we, to support that, have created 2 new full tuition scholarships, and importantly, we now have equal credit hour reciprocity. You continue to develop exciting new majors. to help take advantage of the talent in our faculty and to be collaborative across departments, across schools. And you see the most recently approved ones here. These join the others that we've worked on over these last few years, and we've got new, exciting, additional majors coming in some very exciting areas in technology, science, and other areas. Our 2016 undergraduate research expos exceeded expectations and were the highest we've ever had. You can see there that we had well over 700 students who participated, and these weren't just little science projects for high school. These were exciting presentations of work done with our world-class faculty. Our students continue to win national and international prizes more competitively than ever, and you see we also had a record number for Clinton Global Initiative University Network. Our graduate programs continue to excel and are prominent nationally and internationally. You see here one of those rankings, the U.S. News Graduate School rankings, and you can see how powerful our faculty are. We are breaking ground for some key new facilities. We just broke ground a week or two ago on our new football operations facility. We'll break ground in October for our new School of Nursing building on University Boulevard. Our new College of Arts and Sciences building will be in 2017. The Collat School of Business will break ground just behind us, a block or so down University in December. And we have our first new major research building that will be begun in 2017. It'll be a world-class genomic medicine and data sciences research building. We just finished our most recent beautiful freshman dorm a year ago. This fall we were oversubscribed, and we've had to put students in facilities around us. We weren't necessarily anticipating building additional student housing right now, but with the growth of the student body and the demand, 75% of our freshmen are living on campus this year, and that number continues to grow. One of the things we know is those who live on campus are much more likely to be successful because they're engaged in a rich curricular and extracurricular programs. So we've initiated new student housing study, and we'll have some recommendations this fall. We also have some major new renovations of our important research and educational buildings. We're going to renovate the McCallum Research Building, our largest research building, in phases over the next several years, and that will begin with the top 8th and 9th floors and infrastructure this year. We'll also begin renovations of Campbell Hall that will probably be phased over the next few years as well. Stern Library is a great beehive of student activity. It's a place where information flows and where they study. We created a maker space, which has 3D printers and other technological advances in the library, and our N2 International Student Center will be on the 2nd floor in areas that are being renovated now. We continue to invest and improve Lister Hill Library as well, and you see the activities that are ongoing. And we also are working with the library to continue to upgrade our content to make sure that we have the information needed by world-class scholars. The Innovation Lab, the iLab at Innovation Depot, is a hotbed of young entrepreneurs, some of them 18 or 19 years old, our students, and other young entrepreneurs who have graduated and are starting companies there. And a lot of educational activities are going on there. It's a very exciting place. If you haven't been there, you should go down and see it. And we're going to renovate in a square block just north of where the new football operations facility is now a large parking lot, surface parking lot. That will be turned into intramural fields this year in one of our facilities projects, and it will be a beautiful green space for a lot of activity on that side of campus. We are creating one of the most welcoming, attractive, sustainable, and state-of-the-art campuses in the nation. Our campus master plan led by James Taylor is exciting. James Fowler. James Taylor's on my mind, I guess. James Fowler is an exciting young leader, and he and Bob McMains and Greg Vaughn and our other facility staff are doing a great job in leading the transformation of this world-class facility that now covers 100 blocks in downtown Birmingham. And we have become more contiguous and are working more effectively with our neighbors than ever before. We continue to promote sustainability. Every semester we have a new sustainability and beautification project that we look at and work on together and take recommendations for. And that's how you see different aspects transforming into both beautiful and functional and safe environments. We won our first National Sustainability Assessment with a silver rating this year. Julie Price, professor of biology, leads that effort, and we recently completed a solar panel on the roof of the rec center, which helps provide energy throughout the day to run that center. Campus safety, being in a city, is very important, and we have worked very hard over these last few years to improve street lighting, cooperating with the city and Alabama Power. But this year, we're going to have an exciting new project for 10th Avenue North, South. You'll see that it's just between 13th Street and about 17th Street. It goes from 2 lanes to 4 lanes with on-street parking, and then it comes back to 2 lanes down by the Alice Stevens Center in the Business Engineering Complex. Our facilities team is going to work on that stretch of road, put in new traffic lights at 17th Street, which is dangerous to cross. A lot of our students take it from 4 lanes to 2 lanes with a center turn lane in the middle, and we will have dedicated bike paths along each side, and you'll see the improvement in the intersection. Traffic will be not able to come right up to here and turn right. There's improved markings for the pedestrian pathways for the bicycle path, and the on-street parking has been taken away near those. So that will be a big enhancement for that 10th Avenue corridor, which is a very important one. In the future, the plan is to build medians and put trees and other plantings along those, similar to what we have on University Boulevard, but it'll only be 2 lanes. So I wanted to show you that. They're doing a great job, and you'll see that happening in the coming summer. As Dr. Mayer mentioned, our faculty continue to win accolades and represent us proudly. Again, our research expenditures are over $500 million for the first time in many years, and our NIH funding went up about 20% over the last 2 years. The good thing is the NIH budget is going up somewhat more, thanks to Senator Shelby and other leaders, and we will work hard to make sure that we're garnering more and more of that increase. We're proud that we stand 10th among public universities in NIH funding, and the ones ahead of us have been doing it about 200 years, to our 50 in 2019. Kirk Carver, our VP for IT, I and the leadership challenged him with making sure that we have an information technology plan that is world-class for a 21st century university. First and foremost, we charged him with maintaining and safeguarding a secure computing environment. You just have to listen to the news about every other day, and you know how important that is. There's nothing much more important than that. But we've made additional investments in our computational power, our bandwidth, our connectivity, our storage, and we now have the most advanced supercomputer in Alabama for its computing speed and storage capacity, and we will continue to invest incrementally to make sure we have the capability to keep us on the leading edge. We are just upgrading our internet connectivity from 10 gigabits to 100 gigabits, which puts us at the foremost of IT platforms. Our Institute for Innovation and Entrepreneurship this year, under the lead of Dr. Kathy Nugent as Executive Director, has had the best year we've had in many, many years, maybe the best year ever. 28 patents, 42 licenses, 6 startup companies, and revenue that will most likely exceed $10 million. Innovation Depot continues to thrive. It's full, 95 to 100 companies, 4 or 5 more outgrowing every year, bringing new ones in. It is an important part of what we and the BBA and Birmingham Business Alliance, business leaders, city, county are working on as an urban innovation district. You'll hear more about this, but it's a generational opportunity for the city of Birmingham to change the future. And there's great alignment across the leadership, and sometime later this fall, we'll be announcing the progress made to date. Our patient care is world-class, among the best, and that is to provide care for our citizens of Alabama, which include us and our families, our friends, our neighbors. We want to make sure that the care provided here is as good or better than anywhere in the world. You can see that our hospital continues to excel, our clinical programs continue to lead, and we're getting stronger and stronger every year. This is something that I think we should all be proud of. The support of our benevolent fund, our employee giving program, this past year set a record also, over $2 million for the first time, which represents a 5% increase. That's in the midst of us having the largest philanthropic campaign we've ever had. And so we are giving back to our community in many, many ways. This year, we increased our pledge and commitment to United Way of Central Alabama to almost $1.2 million, which represents an 8% increase. And the leaders of the United Way and the workers there and the agencies they support are very appreciative of us doing that. We also challenged ourselves, Lisa Higginbotham, with some new community impact grants and some local agency grants, and we're building our third Habitat for Humanity house in the last 3 years. You can see our students last year provided more than 300,000 hours of service, and you see the financial impact that would cost, $23 million plus. That's not even including our faculty. Our arts throughout the campus and community continue to lead and excel. You can see on the right our beautiful cultural corridor there. You see Alice Stevens Center's new logo, that multicolored AS with a C in the middle there that they just developed around a new strategic plan. They are marking their 20th anniversary this year and are providing more world-class performances than ever before to our community and to our university community. The programs they put in play around art play, teaching children about art, adults as well, seniors as well, and the Institute for the Arts and Medicine are reaching tens of thousands of people in need. And they just put up a new sign, a new digital marquee on Friday, and they're still in the process of completing that out front. AVA, our Institute for Visual Arts, continues to thrive. They have a new exhibition going on now, and they continue to lead, not only here but across the country. And our Hulsey Center is the home of our departments of music and performing arts and band and others. If you need a lift in a day, go walk through there, and you'll get a lot of great energy from the students and the faculty and staff working there. We're going to break a record this year for the most money we've ever raised. We did that last year, and we did it the year before. So we're going to raise over $107 million this year, and we have until the end of September. It's the most we've ever raised in a year. It'll be the third year in a row we surpassed $100 million. Why is that important? All of that is invested in our programs, in our students, scholarships, our faculty, research programs, educational programs, some new facilities. We will be building $300 or $400 million worth of new facilities over the next few years. Less than $100 million of that will come from this. So we are using our resources and partnering with our community to do things we have never been able to do before. We've had a record year for athletics. We just completed $20 million, past $20 million in gifts and pledges for football operations facility and those practice fields. Legacy Community Federal Union, which I didn't know was started at UAB about 30 or 40 years ago, is a lead sponsor and gave a $4.2 million record gift to athletics for the covered practice facility. And our endowment continues to grow. It's now at about $436 million. Our goal over the campaign is $450 million. I've told Tom Brannon and Becky Gordon and others, why don't we make that 500? We are continuing to plan and collaborate and set milestones and hold ourselves accountable and make sure that we are using our resources for the greatest impact possible. As a parallel to the Faculty Senate as an area for shared governance, we created last year a staff council to give them a voice in our leadership. They had their inaugural meeting last year, and it has really energized our staff, and they are contributing more and more with ideas and ways we can do things better. And as you know, they're at the front line of delivering service each and every day. Tuesday, September 20th, will be our second staff council picnic, and I'll give one of the State of the University addresses to the other parts of our university community in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I want to thank you for all of the groundbreaking work that you do each and every day in your departments, your schools, and for our university. And today is a great day to celebrate that. I hope that some of these accomplishments make you as proud as they do me. But it's truly a team effort, and the greatest asset we have, indeed, is our people. And we will continue to invest and work together to do great things, not only here in Birmingham, not just in the state of Alabama or even in America, but across the world. Thank you very much.